Hey guys, in this video I'll show you how to make an interactive pricing section for your website using Elementor free version alone. No need additional plugins, no need to pay anything, free, and it looks pretty good honestly. This is perfect for service businesses that have a website and they have a different pricing structure for different type of services. For example, you might have recurring services which are less expensive, and if someone wants to go with a one-time service for you, then it'll be a little more expensive. So as you can see, we have the one-time and the recurring and all those different packages. And if you click one, then the pricing changes. We have those buttons that bring to the contact page or whichever form you have on your website. Without wasting any more time, let's get right into the video. If you like it, make sure you subscribe, like the video, and share it to your fellow business owners. And I'm going to see you guys in the next part where we actually start building this section. So now we have the WordPress dashboard in front of us. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to make sure we have Elementor downloaded. So you're going to go into plugins, add new, and you want to make sure Elementor is downloaded. And then we're going to hop into settings and then configure a few stuff just to make sure we have everything right. So download Elementor. That's the only thing you're going to need. We're going to skip everything. It's going to bring us to this, whatever, we can skip it, go back, exit to WordPress. And then from here, I want to go into plugins, install plugins, and then settings of Elementor from here. I'm not going to go into that. I'm going to just go into settings. And then in settings, you want to click features. From features, you're going to slide down until you see nested elements, and you're going to activate it. Then you're going to slide all the way down and save changes. Now that it's saved, we're going to go back into pages. We're going to create a page. So I'm just going to delete the one that Elementor already did. We're going to move it to trash, apply. We're going to add new page. You can name it whatever you want. Maybe it's on one of your actual pages. I'm going to name it pricing section. It might be on your home page. And then I'm just going to select the template to be Elementor full width. I'm assuming you already have some of your website built and you just want to add this section. We're going to edit with Elementor, so it brings us to the Elementor website builder from here. Then from here, I'm going to just click plus, add a container, flexbox, make sure the direction is down like this. I'm going to click plus here so I can add an element, a widget, and I'm going to add tabs. So what the nested elements allows us to do is for tabs, it allows us to add containers instead of whatever option that tab usually allows us to do. So as you can see here, this is one tab. If I add a widget here and then I go to the other tab, it's going to show me another different widget that I put. So I'm just gonna need 2 of those tabs. So if you need 3, if you have, for example, 3 different recurring packages, this is what this is how you're gonna edit whatever you want. But I only need 2 for now. And the first tab is gonna be named recurring, and the other one is gonna be named once, or just one time. I'm gonna add a dash here. One time. So now we have recurring and we have one time. So I'm going to publish, make sure we always save. And from here, I'm going to add a container. And I'm going to add 3 containers within here. So I'm just going to select the 2. And then I'm going to select one of those, whatever, one of the 2 containers that is within the big container. And I'm just going to duplicate it. Now I have 3 containers right here because I have 3 different packages. And as you can see here, all those things are like really stuck together. I don't want all the packages to be stuck together. So selecting the big container, I'm just going to add some gap. So maybe 20 pixels of gap. And as you can see, they're not as close anymore. Just like that. Now I'm going to add a background color. And we're going to make it, by the way, I'm adding the background color to the whole thing just because I want those containers for each one of our packages to be white. So I'm going to add a color in the back that's going to differentiate everything so we can really see those different packages. So classic, we're gonna add maybe a greenish color. I like that color. That works. And then I'm gonna publish. From here, for each container, I'm gonna select the first container here, and I'm gonna make it white background. So going to style, background type, classic, we're gonna make it white. We're gonna do, and now we're gonna add some height to it. So maybe 450 pixels in height. So I'm just gonna select this same container. I'm going to layout, and then minimum height, maybe 450. That seems good. As you can see, we're gonna have 3 different white boxes that represent each package. So still selecting this container, I want to add a little border radius here, just so it's not too stiff on the outside. I don't want it to be a perfect square. If you want it to be a perfect square, 90-degree angle, you can keep it like that for yourself. I'm gonna go into style, border radius, let's say 30. 30 is good. Yeah, that was good to me. And then I'm gonna copy this container here, copy, and then I'm gonna paste, style, and then paste style here. As you can see, every container is the same. Just to show you guys the difference. So you can see here, I have, for the recurring package, I have 3 containers. If I click on one time, then it shows me a complete different things. It shows me the, basically once when I didn't do anything in it. You know what I mean? So this is what it shows when I click recurring. If I click one time, it shows me the basic. So now I'm gonna go back into recurring. I'm gonna add all the information I need into each little package. So the first one is going to be standard package. I'm gonna click on element. Don't mind what I did here. I'm gonna undo. I'm gonna click on element. I'm gonna go into heading, and I'm gonna slide a heading right here. Then I'm gonna duplicate it, and then I'm just gonna style it. So the first one is gonna be standard package. So standard package. And the second one is going to stay starting at. I want this text to be black, and I want it to be all capital letters. So selecting this text here, I'm going to make it black. I'm going to go into typography, and let's say I want it bold, and I want it to be uppercase. I don't really like this font, so the font I'm going to choose is going to be, let's say, Enter. I like Enter right here. And I want to make it a little smaller, maybe 20 pixels. So still in typography size, just like 20 pixels. Make sure the alignment is set to center here, just like that. And then I'm going to copy this. And then I'm going to paste style in here. And then maybe for this one, I want it to be a little smaller. So maybe 18 pixels. Just like that. After that, within this container, I'm going to add another container. So I'm going to click on element, container, slide one right here. Just like that. And then in this container, I'm going to add a background color. So still selecting this container, style, background type. I want it to be the same color as this little this green here. So I'm gonna select the first container just so I can get the color code. You guys don't need to do this. You can just copy my color code once I go on there. So container, background here, and I'm just gonna paste the color. Now this gave me a little background color. I still want a little border radius because I don't want it to be just 90-degree angle perfectly. And then I'm going to click on border. Let's say 30 pixels. That looks good. Within this container, I'm going to copy this heading and paste it in here inside. Just like that. And it's going to say $45 a visit. So just $, $45 per visit. And I'm going to increase the size of this one, maybe 36 pixels, just like that. I'm going to add a little bit of padding on the top. So select this container, advanced. We're going to unlink the values, and top, we're going to select maybe 20 and 20 at the bottom, just like that. And that's pretty much good. Let me see what it looks like. That looks good. We're going to add some padding at the end around it, just so everything is not too close to the edges. And from here, I'm going to click on element. We're going to add a text editor right now, right under this container. So make sure it's not in here. It's outside the container, right under. And from here, I'm just going to talk about what this service includes. So this package includes, so I'm going to make it in job points. So maybe we're offering a cleaning service. So I'll just put standard cleaning. Oh, standard cleaning. And then after that, that includes window cleaning. That also includes gutter cleaning for your house. So if you take the standard package, this is everything you're gonna get. I want this text to be black, not gray. I'm still gonna make it the same text font. And I don't like how it's too close right now. So still in typography, I'm gonna increase the line height. So it's a little more separated, just like that. Perfect. And right here, right under this, we're gonna add a button now that's going to link to maybe our contact page or maybe a form. That's really up to you. But still in elements, we're gonna go into buttons. We're just gonna paste this here. Sorry, we're just gonna drop this here. And then we're gonna make it say get an exact quote. Link. You can link it to whatever you want. We're gonna style it now. I want it to be the same color, so you guys don't need to do this. I'm just gonna copy the color, select the button, style, and then the background type, still classic, color. We're gonna paste this color here. I want the button to stretch out completely, so it takes the whole width of the container. And in typography, I'm gonna make it the same font, so enter. And maybe 24 pixels. That's a little big. 20 pixels. Still a little big. 18 pixels. That looks good. I also want this text to be maybe white. So maybe let's make it white here. I think that looks a little better. So of course, you're free to change the colors however you want. These are not your brand colors. These are just the colors that I put for myself. But this looks already pretty good. I want to add a little padding around just so everything is not stuck together too much. But so I'm going to click on this container, the whole white box, go into advanced. And then in the padding, I'm going to put 30. 30 seems pretty reasonable for everything. That looks good to me. Perfect. And I maybe want a little more padding on the top of the button. So unlink the values, maybe 20 on top, 20 on bottom for the button. That looks a little better to me. And I like to have a little hover effect on the button. So I'm gonna still select the button in style, hover, and I'm just gonna put it grow. So when someone hovers on this, it does that little effect. So we know that the button is hovered on, and when you click it, it's gonna bring us to the correct page. From here, we're pretty much done with this. So I'm just gonna click publish. In here, I'm gonna copy this, paste it, copy, paste on each container. Do the exact same thing for every little block that we did. Copy, paste. You're gonna see that it's a little off. It's not exactly centered, but we're gonna fix this in a bit. Copy, paste. From here, the reason why it's off is because we haven't copied this container, and now we have to just to paste the style, so everything is the exact same here. So paste style, not everything is the exact same. Obviously, we have different packages. So this is going to be maybe the premium package. So we're going to put premium package, and you have a different price. So instead of $45 per visit, it's going to be $60 a visit. Instead of 60, it's going to be 80. And this is going to be our commercial package, for example. Obviously, it's going to contain different stuff in terms of what it includes, the different packages, but we're not going to waste our time on this. We just want to move on to the next section. I'm sure you know what your packages includes already. Now, from here, I can just copy this container here, and then going to one time, I can paste it here, go back into here, copy this, paste it. We're going to copy this and paste it. And we're going to select the big container here, and we're going to select the direction and make it horizontal. And now it looks the exact same. So as you can see, this is the exact same here, but we don't want it to be the same. This is our one-time package, so it's going to be a little more expensive because it's not recurring customers. So maybe for the standard package, instead of 45, it would be 50. This one would be 70. And this one would be $100 per visit. So if I select the recurring, you see it changed. So there are different prices for both the recurring and the one-time. You guys can change this whatever to your liking, your different packages, what it includes, all those different things. Now we're going to do the mobile optimization. So from the top here, top section, you're going to click mobile portrait. So what you're going to do on the mobile portrait here is you're going to select the tab just so we have the options here. And the problem is when we select recurring and then we can't select one time, we have to slide all the way down in order to select one time, and it brings us back up. I don't like this. I just would like to allow my visitors to just select whichever they want right away. So we're going to go into here in tabs on the left little setting side. You're going to click additional details, and you're going to make sure that the breakpoint is none. So now it's side to side, just like that. And as you can see here, here we have a gap, and here we don't have a gap. So that was because back in here, we forgot to select in the gap, we forgot to select it for row as well. So if we put 20 pixels, now it's fixed. Just like that. Now we have our different packages. People can go on our website and slide down. You can, if you want to change the color of this, you guys already know how to do this. You can select the top bar here, going to style, and then from the titles, typography, let's say we want to change it to our same font. We're going to select enter. As you can see, it changes. And if we want to change the color, there you go. The color changes. You guys can change it to whatever you want. We're not going to get too much in detail in this video. But if you guys want more videos like this of advanced sections that you don't see in every WordPress website, then make sure you subscribe, like the video, and I'm going to see you guys in the next video.